From Gator Park on the campus of Santa Maria High School, it's time for Division I non-select quarterfinal baseball on the Rev Game of the Week. My name is Jeff Porsche, and along with Mike Moeller, we welcome you to Game 1 of the best-of-3 quarterfinal series between the Benton Tigers and the 5th-seeded Santa Maria Gators. When we return, we'll talk about this evening's matchup, followed by the first pitch here on the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. And ECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
Welcome to the Rev Game of the Week, 3-game quarterfinal series here at Santa Maria. Benton, the 13 seed, 29-9, traveling a long way, all the way from Bossier Parish, are taking on the number 5 seed, the Santa Maria Gators. They are 26-10, and Jeff and Mike here with you, and we're going to tell you a little bit about these two teams, and we're going to start out with Santa Maria and how they got here.
Yeah, Santa Maria comes in with a record 26 wins and 10 losses on the season. In District 5-5A, they were 7-3, where they were the district runner-up. They did get the number 5 seed, which gives them the first round bye in the bye-district round. And again, in the regionals against Covington, they played 3 games. They win the first one 1-0, lose the second one 4-5 in extra innings, and then win by a score of 13-3 in the third game.
And so they are the host team tonight because they're taking on the 13 seed, and in the quarterfinals, the higher seed host. Now Benton, they are traveling down to Ascension Parish for the second weekend in a row, and they've had a good postseason so far.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty comfortable down here. They're going to know all the places to eat, hang out, stay, whatever. But they come in with that 29-9 record. I mean, they were the district runner-up with a 10-4 record in District 1-5A. They did have to play a by-district series, and they defeated Denham Springs 1-0 and 13-1. And then in the second round, the regional round, they defeated Dutchtown right down the road here 2-1 and 3-0. But what kind of sticks out to me, Jeff, is 2 runs given up in the entire playoff so far in those 4 games.
Absolutely, and they don't score a lot of runs except for that one blowout against Denham Springs. But the other thing that I might want to point out, this is their 3rd straight series in the postseason against 5-5A, and they seem comfortable with this district so far.
Yeah, they've done exactly what they're supposed to do, right? And a lot of times a lot of people are like, why do they play 2 out of 3 or whatever? Well, some of these teams just have one good pitcher. And, I mean, just looking at these 2 runs in 4 games, they've got more than that. So it's going to be a treat to see these Benton Tigers on the bump for sure.
And right there you see the Benton Tigers, they are wearing black. Of course, that's what you usually see from Santa Ma, but Santa Ma is the home team tonight, so they're going to be wearing the white with the black pinstripes. And when we look at the rest of the non-select quarterfinal bracket, the winner of all these series, they'll all go to Sulphur, and so the winner is going to go here. And, of course, the one you're going to look at in this side of the bracket is the one you see up on the top.
Yeah, Mandeville travels to Barb for their 2 out of 3 series there. Barb again coming in at number 1 right there. So the winner of the series that we're going to see this weekend, Benton and Santa Ma here, will play against Barb in that semifinal matchup. Other matchups are going to be Live Oak at Sam Houston and Central at West Monroe. I believe Central did take game 1 at West Monroe last night. So they're up 1-0 so far in that series.
Right. I think all the other games are either underway or just underway. So all 3 of the 4 are playing game 1 tonight, and then Central and West Monroe are playing game 2. West Monroe needs a win to survive, and then they need 2 to advance. And Central could make it to Sulphur with a win tonight. So that's something we'll be paying attention to, and we'll try to give you updates when we have them on all of these games. Of course, this is the one that we're most interested in, 13 versus 5. When we got the brackets, when they originally came out in D1 non-select, we were really excited about this weekend because it looked like potentially you had 5 versus 4 in the quarterfinals, and the 4 seed was Dutchtown, so you had a potential all-AP matchup, but Benton came down here and they took 2 and looked outstanding, and we talked about their pitching, but if Santa Ma thinks they've got an easy one this weekend, they definitely don't, because they're going to face some good pitchers.
Yeah, we're anticipating some good ball games these next 2 days for sure. And Benton, I mean, they took a little bit of revenge out on Dutchtown. I think the Griffins went up there maybe 3 years ago, I think, and took 2 from Benton when Benton was the home team there. So kind of returned the favor here last weekend when they came down and took 2 in a row against the Griffins. So we know they can play. I mean, they've got a record of 29-9. 3 more wins, 1 less loss than Santa Ma. I know the strength of schedule's got a lot to do with that, but that's impressive in its own right, just looking at the record. So they're going to come in here. They're comfortable here. They took 2 in a row from Dutchtown here last week, and it's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm expecting some 1-0, 2-1 ball games maybe.
And we're going to turn it over to the public address, and they're going to announce the lineups for both teams.
Playoff action between the visiting Benton Tigers and your Santa Ma Gators. Start lineup for the Tigers. At shortstop, number 3, Hudson Brignac. In left field, number 1, Bryson Pierce. Starting pitcher, number 5, Kay Bryant. At first base, number 26, Caleb Bray. Behind the plate, number 19, Griffin Sibley. At second base, number 17, Malachi Ziegler. In center field, number 14, Cannon Greer. In right field, number 21, Hayden Millen. At third base, number 6, Case Gordon. Now, start lineup for your Santa Ma Gators. Behind the plate, number 18, Trent Laporte. At third base, number 32, Chase Kelly. Your starting pitcher, number 7, Lane Swanson. At second base, number 11, Landon Blanchard. And right field, number 4, Wyatt Ford. At first base, number 22, Jace Moody. Your DH, number 13, Parker Guidry. At shortstop, number 3, Ryder Molay. In center field, number 6, Easton Humphrey. At left field, number 28, Connor Dahl. Your Gators, led by head coach Brandon Bravado, associate head coach Jay Dykes, and assistant coaches Skylar Anlo and Ryan Ricka. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone, please stand and remove your hat if you're playing the national anthem.
So we are just about ready for the first pitch as Sandoval takes the field, and Benton will come to bat, and Mike will give you the batting order for the Benton Tigers.
Leading off today for the Benton Tigers, the shortstop Hudson Brignac. Hitting second to left fielder Bryson Pierce. The pitcher Kate Bryant bats third. Hitting cleanup Caleb Frey, the first baseman. In the 5-hole is Griffin Sibley. He'll do the catching. Malachi Ziegler, the second baseman, hits sixth. Hitting seventh, Kaner Greer, and he plays center field. Hitting eighth, Hayden Million, playing right field. And hitting ninth, third baseman Case Jordan.
And this starting lineup for Benton will see the lefty, Lane Swanson, who has had an outstanding season and leads the Gators in wins so far.
Yeah, he's thrown a lot for the Gators this season. He's coming in with a 2.09 in ERA, 57 innings pitched. He started 10 of those games. He's only gave up 52 hits in those 57 innings, and he struck out 52 and walked 30.
And so we've gone through the warm-ups, and we are just about ready for the first pitch. It's going to be a good one. It's Benton versus Sandoval, and the leadoff hitter, Brignac, is going to come up. And want to remind you before we start out tonight, we will be covering all three games potentially of this series. If it's a sweep, then we'll do two. If it's a best of three, then we're going to do three. And so we welcome everybody coming or watching from Benton, as the first pitch from Brignac is a strike.
First pitch strike. Swanson going to try to fill up that zone early. Brignac, historically very good leadoff hitter, finds his way on base a lot.
And a fly ball to center, and Humphrey takes a few steps in and makes the catch for the first out. And with one out, we'll look at the Sandoval defense.
Defensively tonight for the Gators in the outfield from left to right is going to be Connor Darr, Easton Humphrey, and Wyatt Ford. On the infield, third base, Chase Kelly. Shortstops, Ryder Mole. Second base, Landon Blanchard. And at first base, Jace Moody. The battery today for the Gators, doing the catching, Trent Laporte. On the bump, Lane Swanson.
He throws a breaking ball over the plate for first strike. Quick two-pitch out to start the game. That's a good start for him, and he's ahead 0-1 to the number two hitter, and that'll be a little bit outside. So this is going to be the left fielder, Bryson Pierce, number one for Benton. The lefty crowding the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's the second strike. So you were alluding to it, filling that strike zone with a lot of strikes right there.
Yeah, I got the breaking ball over early, too. That's huge. That way, you can't just sit one pitch first time through that lineup. Swanson going to throw everything at him but the kitchen sink for as long as he can. Try to get deep into this game.
2-2. Oh, and a strike on the outside corner got him looking, and Swanson gets 2 quick early outs, and you're going to see on the replay right there, and caught him looking.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 breaking balls so far, all of them for strikes. All look really, really crisp, a little late break. Keeping that ball down in the zone.
And there's a bouncer foul toward the Benton dugout. The Benton Tigers, their coach is Dane Peavy. He's the third base coach for the Tigers, and he's a good one. And the 0-1 pitch just misses a little bit outside. Two quick outs. We're in the top of the first, and a swing and a miss, and you're going to see a lot of strikes here, and he's ahead again, 1-2.
Yeah, Swanson threw 7 innings last week against Covington in a 1-0 shutout. Only gave up 4 hits, struck out 5 hitters, so knows how to go the distance for sure as he spun that shutout in the first game of the playoffs for the Gators last weekend.
And so misses there with a ball, 2-2. And there's a bouncer to second. Blanchard gets it easily, throws over to first to Moody for the out, 4-3. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Santa Maria. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Go to the bottom of the first, no score. And here's the starting lineup for the Santa Maria Gators.
Yeah, hitting today for the Gators, leading off is going to be the catcher Trent Laporte. Hitting second, the third baseman Chase Kelly. Hitting third, doing the pitching, Lane Swanson. Hitting cleanup, second baseman Landon Blanchard. Hitting fifth is the right fielder Wyatt Ford. The first baseman Jace Moody hits sixth. Batting seventh is the designated hitter Parker Guidry. Hitting eighth, the shortstop Ryder Mole. And in the 9 hole, the center fielder Easton Humphrey.
And they're going to face a good one here on the mound for Benton. That's going to be Cade Bryant. He's going to get the start for the Tigers, and they're going to have a lot of good pitchers, but he's going to get the game 1 start, and he's done a good job so far in the postseason. As we mentioned, all of these Benton pitchers.
Yeah, I mean their ERA for the 4 playoff games is minuscule. I mean that's exactly what you want especially at this time, right? Because there's so many. There's so many situations where you could press the panic button. I need to get the pitcher out, get someone. You can start to waste a lot of pitchers. But when you start, when you see these starting pitchers get deeper into these ball games, and you can, stay away from that bullpen as much as you can. If you do have to go to that game 3, you're going to have a, pretty much loaded pitching staff for that game.
So we'll see what he can do in just a moment. He's going to face 1, 2, 3, leading off for Santa Maria, Trent Laporte, Chase Kelly, and Lane Swanson. Trent Laporte, the catcher, not the usual leadoff hitter that you see. He's not a speed guy. He's not a guy who's going to drop one. In fact, I believe he has no stolen bases on the season. But he's one of those. He's one of those high average players who you want to get the maximum number of bats from, and that's why they put him in that top spot.
Yeah, I mean he's coming into this game hitting .352. He's got 5 bombs on the year. He's got 8 doubles. Picks up a lot of ribbies even out of that 1 hole. I think he just kind of moved up there toward the latter part of the season. As we saw him a couple times earlier. There's a good look at Coach Brandon Bravado right there. He's also the third base coach.
And he has an outstanding record. You see, he's won a state championship at Berwick. He's taken Santa Maria to the finals, lost to West Monroe 2 years ago. Won a series victory away from getting back to Sulphur, as the first pitch to Laporte is a ball. 1-0. And there's a line drive fair down the left field line for extra bases. It's going to go all the way to the corner, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Laporte. And that's why you got him leading off. He hits for average, and he's got you set up early.
Didn't waste any time right there. Ambushed that first pitch. We're going to have a pinch runner come in or courtesy runner, for Laporte there, but back to just jumped all over that first pitch, just kept it inside that third baseline for a leadoff double, his 9th of the season.
And you see the courtesy runners, number 27, Rhett Martine, a junior. So he's going to be at second base. And now Chase Kelly will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Looks to drop one and pulls back and takes a ball. That's one of the benefits of having the courtesy runner. When you have a leadoff hitter like Swanson, you can bring in the courtesy runner and you don't lose anything.
Yeah, Swanson or Laporte, if the pitcher or the catcher, either one, right?
Yep.
And then you see Rhett Martin, he's been in 35 games already, leads the team or is tied with the lead with Ryder Mole in stolen bases with 12.
And he's only been caught 4 times, so he's got a good percentage right there as Kelly bunts one back to the screen, got away with one right there. And the count's even. 1-1, bottom of the first. No score. And pulls back again, and it's 2-1. So waiting for a pitch in the strike zone. Chase Kelly, 362 on the season. Top 3 hitters, all hitting over 350.
Yeah, Kelly leading in plate appearances, runs, hits, and singles.
2-1, drops it, foul. So now the count even, 2-2. Possibly taking the bunt out of the situation with the 2 strikes. We will see. Swanson on deck. Got a good look at Kelly right there, the third baseman. Bryant, also a lefty. 2-2. Tried to break it, just didn't get there. And that count is full.
Yeah, right pitch, wrong location right there. Looked like he tried to backdoor a little breaking ball. Had him set up for it. Just couldn't get it to break all the way back over that backside.
3-2, first base open, runner on second. And the runner's going, and it's fouled back. Trying to play aggressive right here. But Kelly fouls it back to the screen. And I think that Coach Bravada probably knows that you're not going to get a lot of runs probably against Benton, so you better get them early when you have a chance.
Yeah, you got to scratch when you can, right? Try to put the runners in any kind of position you can to score right there. I mean, obviously he's in scoring position here, but get him 90 feet closer. Ooh.
Caught him looking. Beautiful strike on the inside corner, and Chase Kelly goes down on strikes, and that's one out. And Lane Swanson will come to the plate, and that's a big strikeout right there.
Yeah, great pitch by Bryant right there. We saw him try to break. Let's take a look at the Benton defensively here from left to right in the outfield. We have Bryson Pierce, Kanan Greer, Hayden Million in the infield. We got third baseman Case Jordan, shortstop Hudson Brignac, second base Malachi Ziegler, and at first Caleb Fry, the battery for the Tigers today doing the pitching. Cade Bryant, and behind the dish Griffin Sibley.
And Bryant looks the runner, Martin, back to second, and Ziegler was there, but no throw. So the first pitch coming to Swanson. And there's a bouncer to first, and he'll step on the bag. So Frey makes the play, and the runner moves to third. So Martin is 90 feet away from getting the first run of the game, and Landon Blanchard will try to drive him in.
Yeah, hence the reason you probably saw Bravada have Martin in, try to steal that bag a couple batters ago, get him in, to third base. Maybe he scores on that ground ball right there. But Brian makes a great pitch to Kelly right there. He tried to get him out with the backdoor breaking ball, the pitch prior. Kind of got him looking out there, froze him with a good fastball inside, just couldn't pull the trigger.
Now Landon Blanchard, the second baseman for the Gators. And first pitch is a strike. So now Blanchard finding the strike zone. He's got one strikeout so far. Got Kelly, the second batter here. 0-1, 2 outs. And there's a bouncer to second, and Ziegler makes the play, throws to first to Frey for the out, and they get a leadoff double from Laporte, but Santa Maria scores no runs. No runs on one hit, no errors. One left after one, no score between Benton and Santa Maria. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business. Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
Welcome to the top of the second. No score. Benton and Santa Maria. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you in the first pitch to the leadoff hitter in the second. Caleb Frey is fouled away for a strike. You're going to see Frey, Griffin Sibley, and Malachi Ziegler up for Benton here in the second as Swanson with another strike, 0-2.
First inning kind of like we predicted, right?
Yep.
Pretty clean. Gators get a leadoff double, but Strand, goose eggs after one.
Unless we get extra innings, this one has the feel of an early night, as this is going to be a pitcher's duel most probably. And a strike looking, and Frey is the second strikeout victim for Benton, and that's the first out here in the top of the second. So you see a good shot of Swanson right there, and he's filling that strike zone. We keep saying that, but he's doing it.
Yeah, we've seen him a couple times. I mean, we've seen him last year a few times, and this year already. We know he's going to fill it up. He's a grinder.
Yep.
He'll throw every pitch for strikes, any count. Do what he can to get as deep as he can into the game.
And the 0-1 pitch to Sibley is a ball, so it's 1-1. Sibley, the catcher, getting in that 5 spot. 1-1, misses outside. Lots of people here. You see the bleachers filled up, and standing room only here at Santa Maria. Good crowd and a good night for baseball. Looked like it was going to be a little wet. It rained a lot this morning, and I'm sure that the ground in the outfield is pretty wet, but fortunate to have that infield turf as the pitcher loses Sibley and the first walk of the game and the first base runner for Benton.
Yeah, just a little hiccup right there for Swanson. Tried to nibble maybe just a little bit, just missed a couple times out of the strike zone. You find yourself 3-1 and you kind of back yourself in the corner, think you have to throw a perfect pitch. You just miss. That'll be the Benton Tigers' first base runner. Let's see if they're going to try to be aggressive.
I believe they have a courtesy runner out there as well. I'll have to check that. Replacing the catcher who is at first base, but this is Ziegler, the second baseman for the Benton Tigers. So one out here in the top of the second. One runner on, no score, and a strike. Count 1-1. Frey led the inning off with a strikeout looking. Sibley walked, and here we are. Count now 2-1 as misses with a ball. So the courtesy runner, number 23, that's Ryden McCormick, as all of a sudden Swanson's having a little trouble finding the strike zone. Now count 3-1, and so going to have a little discussion on the mound. All of a sudden, after filling the strike zone to the first 4 batters, he's lost his momentum out here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see Coach Enlow going to talk to him right now. He's probably just say, "Hey, look, settle down." That's it's his first hitter. Well, that walk. I mean, these first pitches to this hitter are out of the stretch. First time he's been out of the stretch so far today, so maybe just a little bit different feeling. But I just think maybe he just lost the guy. The first hitter of the inning there. Maybe a little lack of concentration, and then you find yourself in the stretch for the first time. Just need to get one over the plate here. Let's see if my theory holds true.
And it does.
Yep. Usually after a meeting from the coach at the mound, the next pitch is a strike. You see there.
Did a good job. He's only given up 30 walks, and there's a strike. Him out. Safe at second. Oh, so close to a strike him out, throw him out, but missed on the tag. Good job by McCormick avoiding the tag. You're going to see it's way on time.
Oh, yeah, it just lit to the outside part of the base right there. Blanchard couldn't get the tag on him. He kind of had a little argument there. I think maybe he thought he got him on his cleat there.
We can't really tell because we're pretty far away, but it did look like he slid away from the tag. It looked like a whiff from here, but it's hard to tell. And then you got a runner in scoring position now for Benton as he gets away from Laporte, but not advancing is McCormick. So McCormick stays at second with 2 outs.
Yeah, and then you see Swanson come right back right there. Had that hitter 3-1. Ziegler 3-1, comes back with a nice, second strike there, and then throws a fastball up in the zone. Perfect throw for Laporte to throw down on. But McCormick slides to the back of the bag safely.
And that's going to be popped out of play. So now the count goes to 1-1. So Swanson 1 out away from getting out of trouble here in the top of the second. Both teams have had a base runner on second base. Santa Maria got their base runner to advance to third, but did not score in the bottom of the first. Now Benton with a runner at second in the top of the second, and there's a bouncer to third. Kelly with the good bounce over to Moody for the out. 5-3, and the side is retired. No runs on no hits, no errors. One player left on. So we go to the bottom of the first, and no score between Benton and Santa Maria. And so let's talk about Santa Maria's postseason last 5 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they've made the playoffs every season except 2020, which was cut short by COVID. In 2019, they come in ranked number 26. They went to the regionals there. 2021 as a number 9 seed in the bi-district round. 2022, they made a great run to the finals and just got nipped by West Monroe there at the end. And then 2023 last year, again, come in at the number 8 seed and make it to the quarterfinals.
Right. I remember 2021, we were out here for that bi-district game. It was against Captain Shreve.
Yeah.
And Captain Shreve won in extra innings and eliminated Santa Maria. And there's been a lot of teams come through the Caddo-Bossier area that travel to Santa Maria. 3 years ago, it was Captain Shreve. Last year, we did a series with Parkway. And then this year, we have Benton traveling down. So we like this time of season because we always get a chance to say hello to our friends in the Shreveport area.
Yeah, up north. I mean, it's cool because we, typically we just do everyone, within the Ascension Parish or within the district at least here. To when we get to the playoffs, we start to get to see some other teams.
And now we get to the bottom of the second, and the breaking ball misses to the leadoff hitter, Wyatt Ford. You're going to see 5, 6, 7 for the Santa Maria Gators, Ford, Moody, and Guidry. Facing Cade Bryant, and a strike. So Bryant has missed a couple of times with that breaking ball, but his fastball is finding the strike zone, and it's 1-1. Misses outside.
Yeah, and Swanson for the Gators kind of quite the opposite, right? I mean, he's really sharp with his breaking ball early. Fastball is what he kind of missed with.
Yep. Both of them lefties. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Couldn't do much with that one.
Yeah, Bryant comes at you with a little 3/4, little funky, little windup. Got a lot of movement on that fastball. And
there's a ball way outside. So the count is full. And Ford hitting 327 on the season, looking to be a leadoff base runner. And there's a bouncer to second, and Ziegler's got it, and the throw to first for the out, 4-3. So Ford is retired, and now that's going to bring up another hitter with a good average, 344, Jace Moody, the first baseman for the Santa Maria Gators. So Cade Bryant gets the first out, and the first pitch to Moody is a ball. Best of 3 series. This is game 1. We'll have game 2 and game 3 if necessary tomorrow. All 3 will be televised on Rev as a strike on that outside corner to Jace Moody. The winner of this series will travel next week to Sulphur for the semifinals. And there's a foul.
Just missed that one, did Moody right there. Kind of got one finally a little bit more over the plate. Brian's been a little bit stingy with the white part. He's been throwing all those fastballs on the black. Tough to get the barrel to those.
And misses close.
It's not necessarily a battery as much as
So now to count 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that's popped up a mile in the air, and it looks like Fraze got it, and he makes the catch. So Moody pops up to first for the second out, and so that's 6 in a row retired by Bryant after the leadoff double by Laporte.
Yeah, I'd say he settled down pretty good after that leadoff double is an understatement, right? Good job by Frey right there. Called that ball immediately. No miscommunication there. Sometimes you see the entire infield collapse on those fly balls, and there's a little indecision, and you see that ball hitting the ground sometimes. But Frey did a good job letting everybody know he had that early.
So 5 in a row, and now ball 1 as a fly ball is hit to left field, and looks like the left fielder is going to make the play. Bryson Pierce with the catch. So it's a 1-2-3 second for Santa Maria. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we're going to go to the third. No score, Benton and Santa Maria. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. NECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
And we're in the top of the third. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you. Division I non-select quarterfinals. No score between Benton and Santa Maria as we have a pitcher's duel potentially here between Lane Swanson and Cade Bryant as the leadoff hitter. Millen takes a strike. It's 8-9-1. Millen, Jordan, and Brignac as the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, and they're going to say he did not go. They appeal to the third base umpire, and he says no. So far tonight, not a lot of pitches as you might expect from these two. 26 from Bryan, 29 from Swanson, Coach.
Yeah, 29 right there. I mean, that's, 15 an inning for sure. I think Swanson maybe up to 31 now or 32 after these 3 pitches here. But, anything between 10 or 15 per inning get you deep into the game.
Yes.
So that's where, that's kind of the target. The ones you want to stay away from are, the 20 pluses, the 25s, and, when those innings start to snowball, those pitches mount up.
And this one may fall, and it does. So Hayden Millen gets the first hit of the day for Benton as he singles to center. And Humphrey will throw it in, and the leadoff hitter on for the Tigers.
Yeah, good job right there by Millen. Didn't try to do too much, right? Got that ball kind of, I'd say, inner third part of the plate. Didn't try to turn on it too much. Just hit it right back up where it came from in the center field.
So they look the runner back and throw in safely. That's Hayden Millen. Case Jordan, the number 9 hitter, shortstop for Benton, at the plate. Both teams have one hit so far. This is the second base runner, though, for the Benton Tigers, as Jordan tries to drop one and cannot.
Saw the Gators do the same thing
Exactly.
when they lead it off with the double, right? They tried to get him over and missed a couple bunts. End up striking out there. Tigers are trying to do the same thing here, trying to get Million over to second base with less than 2 out.
And they go back to first. Ooh, that nearly got away from Moody, as that one was a little wild. Good agility right there.
Yeah, pretty athletic move right there by Moody. I mean, he still put a tag down. I was just wondering if he was even going to have a chance to catch that ball.
And the 0-1 pitch. And the number 9 hitter is going to try to drop it again, and it's foul. And it's going to be 0-2. And both of these teams have a reputation of being teams that execute well and do the small things, but neither team can drop a bunt so far successfully. So it's a bit of a surprise right there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they're going to keep it on with 2 strikes right here. Sometimes they'll do that early in the game and try to scratch those runs, but you're right. We're going to see both teams putting runners in motion, trying to get a bunt down, trying to get a little hit and run. Anything they could do to push a run across.
And Millen at first does not go, and the 0-2 pitch to Jordan is a ball outside. Didn't show bunt right there. And now the runner's going, and there's a bouncer to short. Mole bobbles, and he's safe. That might be an E6 right there.
Yeah, it's going to be E6. Mole just couldn't get a good grasp on that ball right there. Had to charge it. Fielded it correctly. The ball just looked like he got up the heel of his glove. And yeah. Jordan hustling down the line. If you have to double punt, no chance to get him.
And now the table's set for Benton. You have first and second with no outs, and 1, 2, 3 coming to the plate. So that's always the benefit of having a 8-9 combo that can get on base to start an inning.
We'll see if Brignac's going to try to lay something down here. The off hitter, they may let him swing away.
Moody is creeping, and breaking ball beauty for a strike. I think he thought that one wasn't going to break over the plate.
Might have gave up on that one a little bit. It was pretty high when it started out. Very late break.
So Hudson Brignac flew out to center in the first. Shortstop moving behind second. No play at second, and the pitch is a ball. Low. Brignac, I keep saying this. I told you this, Mike. It's you every time Brignac comes up, you want to say it's Sandoval.
Right.
That's a name that's synonymous with Sandoval baseball, but this is Benton with a Brignac. For the Benton crowd, if you've ever heard of Reed Brignac, that's a Sandoval Gator right there. And a throw to second, and it gets away. And they're going to both advance an extra base, so another mistake.
Yeah, Swanson tried to be a little bit too quick right there, kind of threw behind Mole at short right there when you got your momentum going towards the bag.
Yeah.
Tough to kind of redirect and catch that ball.
And that's 2 mistakes that get you at second and third. Now Brignac doesn't need to lay one down unless you're going to do a squeeze right here.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to swing away right here.
Infield
They're getting
in.
one pitch for sure.
And a breaking ball misses. With the infield in, Sandoval knows if you can get a 2-0 lead early, that might be enough against a team with a pitching staff like Benton. 2 on. No out. And it's 3-1. Now, first base is open. Getting him on would not be a disaster, as that would set up the force at the plate. May also want to bring up, because we haven't yet, the wind is blowing out pretty hard out to left center. And there's a bouncer, a high chopper to third, and a quick throw is off, and he's safe. And a run scores, and it's 1-0 Benton.
Yeah, a couple errors down, a high chopper right there. Kelly knows he's got to get rid of it. Just makes throw a little bit wide of first base, pulls Moody off. Brignac going to reach on an error right there.
Now batting number 1.
And so you have 3 mistakes so far, and it's cost Santa Maria a run. Now, Millen scores on the error. Jordan stays at second, so you have first and second with nobody out, and Bryson Pierce coming to the plate. And he looks like he's going to drop one, but it goes outside. So this is a big moment for the Gators as Benton strikes first. Still nobody out in the top of the lineup here. Swanson's going to have to make some pitches right here. And fouled away. Still have not seen a bunt in play. Kind of funny, though. I see Jordan doing a little dance down at second base trying to distract the pitcher. Didn't work right there. To start this inning, Millen reached. And then Jordan on an error. So he had a base hit by Millen, a Jordan error, and then an error on the bouncer to Kelly from off of Brignac's bat, and that scores the first run. And now the count 2-1 to Pierce. Struck out looking in the first. There's a strike.
Again, with a fastball, just fastball in the outside corner right there. Pierce had a little difficulty trying to bunt that. Probably going to swing away now, 2-2.
So now to count 2-2. First and second, nobody out. 1 run already in for Benton. 2-2, bouncer to second, and another error, and that's 4, and the runner's coming home, and the second baseman, Blanchard, didn't realize it, and another run's going to score. Blanchard kind of just casually got to the ball, looked up, and the runner never stopped.
Checked up. Yeah, he never checked up. Great base running right there by Jordan. The ball tailor-made double play right there. Looked like Blanchard got a little bit too antsy, kind of raised up on it a little bit too quick. Tigers push another run across the board.
So each member of the infield, except the first baseman, has made a mistake here in this inning. As Mole made a mistake on the first grounder, then Kelly on the second, and now Blanchard on the third, and now it's 2-0 Benton, and there's still nobody out.
Yeah, not the time to start throwing, kind of kicking the ball around either. I mean, it's playoffs. You're at the point now where these mistakes are very hard to to make up for in the latter part of the game.
And now the pitcher, Cade Bryant, has a chance to help his own cause. And he looks like he's going to drop one, but takes the ball. So you've seen 4 mistakes. You've seen the 3 errors in the infield by Kelly, Mole, and Blanchard. Then you had the errant throw by Swanson trying to pick off a runner on second. That advanced the runners. And another foul on the bunt attempt. 1-1. So 2 runs are in.
That's 3 in a row for the Tigers. They try to bunt the first 2, get 2 strikes, not successful on the bunt attempts, and then they put the ball in play. And the result ends up being better than if they bunted it.
Yes. Moody still looking for the bunt, and doesn't look like Cade is going to disguise it to throw to third. And a good job by Laporte.
Great play by Laporte right there. He made the only play you could. If you're going to go to third base right there, you have to bear him that ball. If he tries to glove that ball and then make the transfers, we'll see it again here.
Good job.
Yeah, just bang, bang right there at third for the first out. I mean, it keeps, the runners at first and second instead of letting them advance, 2 runners into scoring position. But Laporte came flying out of his crouch right there, bare hands that ball and throws a rocket to third base for the first out.
And we're going to see another courtesy runner at first. Runners are now at first and second after the 2-5 fielder's choice by Bryant. Now Frey at the plate, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And there's a strike on the outside corner. So you have 1 out, 2 runs in, runners on first and second here in the top of the third. Here comes a pitch from Swanson in the dirt.
Good job by Laporte right there, keeping that in front. Again, I mean, if that ball gets by, right, at second and third, you don't have to bunt. Get both of those runners into scoring position.
One and one. And it gets away, and the runner's going to get to third, and the runner on first advances to second as well.
Yeah, both of the runners advance there. That's the ones that are tough to block. Those fastballs in the dirt. As a catcher, you never anticipate those fastballs being in the dirt, right? I mean, if you're going to throw changeups and breaking balls, especially when you're ahead in the count, sometimes you kind of anticipate those being in the dirt. Well, I say dirt, turf.
Yeah.
But those fastballs, when they get spiked, they're tough to block.
Count now 1-2 after the foul. Actually 2-2, excuse me. Swanson is not doing a bad job out there. It's just that his defense has kind of let him down. He's thrown 3 potential outs that turn into base runners.
All be unearned runs, I'm sure.
Just missed. 3-2. You have Sibley on deck. He reached on a walk his last at bat. So second and third, 1 out. 2 runs in. And that scatters the dugout on the Santa Maria side.
Yeah, good pitch by Swanson right there. Got that fastball in on the hands of Crazy and a little bit tardy. He fires that ball into the Santa Maria dugout down that third base line.
3-2. First base is open, but there's a fly ball to deep left, but in play, and the catch made by Dar, and the sacrifice as the runner scores, and it's 3-0, and the runner at second also advances to third. So another run in, and a productive out right there by Frey with the sacrifice.
Yeah, and you mentioned the wind blowing out there. That ball didn't look like it was hit that hard off the bat, but that ball just kept carrying, and that's exactly what you have to do if you have a runner in scoring position, especially at third base. With less than 2 outs, you need to get that ball and elevate it in the outfield somewhere to score that run, and that's exactly what Frey did.
And there's a fly to right, and coming in is Ford, makes the play. And so Santa Maria gets out of the inning, and you had 3 runs on 1 hit and 3 errors. And you had 1 left. So after 2.5, it's 3-0 as Benton takes the lead on Santa Maria, and let's look at their playoff runs in the last few years.
Yeah, take a look at the Benton Tigers playoffs, and obviously just like Santa Maria and everyone else in 2020, everything got shut down for COVID, so no playoffs that season. In 2019, they did not make the playoffs, but in 2021, they bounced back, come in as a number 7 seed, and make it all the way to the regionals. But in 2000, that's when they lost to Dutchtown in the best of that 3-game series. Dutchtown went up there, took 2 from them, and 2022 come in as a 19 seed, make it to the bi-district, and in 2023 as a 20 seed to the regionals.
And this year they have made it all the way to the quarterfinals. As you mentioned earlier, they had revenge on the Dutchtown Griffins, coming down to Geismar this time and getting the sweep, and now they are here in Santa Maria, back-to-back 4 to 5 hour trips But they're not tired right now.
No, they're not. I mean, if you come down here and you win, it's worth it, right? So.
Yep. As they're doing the 5-5-8 tour, and they're 4-0 and have 3-0 lead on game number 5 here in the postseason. And still, after 4 games and 2 innings, and only 2 runs given up, as you're going to see 8-9-1. That's Mole, Humphrey, and Laporte. And we saw this in the top of the third, Mike, and even though it was due to some costly errors in the infield, 8-9-1 was very productive for Benton.
Yeah, it was a catalyst for the Tigers, and maybe, the Gators like, hey, let's try to do the same thing right here. Let's get base runners. Don't want to try to get it all back, at one time. Just get some base runners here and there, push one across. Still a lot of game left.
Plenty. And there's a bouncer off the end of the bat to second, and Ziegler has been busy, and a quick throw, and Mole made it close, but he's out.
Oh, had a little Spinderella on it right there. It took some weird hops. You see Ziegler trying to come in, had to feel it off to the side. Did a good job right there. Still had time to set his feet and make a good throw for that first out.
And now you're going to see Easton Humphrey come to the plate, the center fielder for the Gators. And Humphrey just hitting a little bit below 300 on the season in that 9 spot. And there's a breaking ball that got over.
Great pitch right there by Bryant. See him start that breaking ball lefty on lefty. Right, looked like it started behind Humphrey right there. Humphrey stayed in there, didn't bail. But still locked him up as he caught that first, that inside. Wow, did you see that?
Look at that squibber, and a quick throw, not in time, and that's going to be an infield hit, I think, right there.
That ball, the same thing as the ball that Mole hit. We'll look at it again. See that ball kick right back to the right? Mm-hmm. Good job by our camera crew right there. But you're not going to get Humphreys. If you don't get a hard ground ball, one hopper right at you and make a good throw, it's going to be very tough to get Humphrey. He can fly.
That's a good job by Brignac, just stopping in the dirt and making that play closer than it probably should have been.
You're right.
But Brignac could not make the play, and it's an infield hit for Humphrey as Trent Laporte comes to the plate. That was the second hit of the day for Sandoval. And the other guy with the hit on the day, Trent Laporte, is at the plate with a runner on. Laporte took the second pitch of the day down the left field line into the corner for a double. That was the first batter in the top of the first.
I'm curious to see if they're going to send Humphrey.
Yeah, they do not.
Doesn't go on that pitch. I know it's a little tough on the lefty, but I mean, if you're going to go, you still have to go first move, right? When you don't read the left-hander's leg to try to figure out if he's going to home to first anymore. Everybody just goes on first move.
That's 7 in a row that were retired before Humphrey reached. And now Laporte is ahead 2-0. Humphrey taking the lead at first. Strike right down the middle. 2-1. Benton got 3 unearned in the top of the third after 3 infield errors by the Gators. Throw back to first. Not in time, just a little casual throw right there.
Just kind of let you, I know you're there. I know you're fast. Just try to keep you close.
And that one a little faster.
Now
Still just looking back.
Yeah, but it's a cat and mouse now. Is he going to do it 3 times in a row, or do you try to get a good jump right here and leave on that first move?
We'll see. 2-1, 1 out. Runner on first. Leadoff hitter at the plate, 3-1. Laporte trying to get on base for the second time tonight. He's hitting .352 on the year. And the wind has died ever since Sandoval has come to the plate, but it was blown out of left field, which is Laporte's power alley, but he's going to see a strike right there.
Boy, it had it absolutely shut down.
Yep. Flag is just
no
dropped.
breeze. Yep, you're right.
think Benton ordered that win a little bit earlier. I don't think Santa Maria paid their dues for the win there. Throw back.
3-2 right here. Let's see if he's going to send Humphrey or put him in motion here. LaPorte's got a pretty good eye. Leads the team with 32 walks so far this season.
And I believe that is a swing and a miss. Wasn't sure if he foul tipped that or not. The home plate umpire says no, and nobody says anything about it.
Well, that looks like a little changeup or something maybe. You see the swing Laporte had was way out in front of that pitch.
So 2 outs, and Humphrey stays at first, and Chase Kelly comes to the plate. He struck out looking in the first. Turned in a very nice night as a bouncer to third, and a good job by Jordan. Throws to first to Frey for the out, and it's 5-3, and Santa Maria's retired as you get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the top of the 4th, and it's 3-0 Benton. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We go to the top of the 4th as you see a beautiful sunset here at Santa Maria as Benton tries to extend their 3-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. As Swanson will face Ziegler, Greer, and Millen, as that's 6, 7, and 8 in the Benton lineup. Swanson gave up 3 in the 3rd, but he really did a good job. He gave up 3 infield ground balls that turned into errors.
Yeah, we talked about how efficient both pitchers had been up until that point. Swanson coming into this inning now ran that pitch count up to 50.
Yeah, that's the worst part of that whole situation.
That's the one you want to stay away from when you start getting over 20 pitches an inning.
And especially when you're talking about a best of 3. Because you want to save as much pitching as you can. You don't want to wear out your bullpen if you have to go to that 3rd game. And ball misses. So 2-1 is the count.
2-1.
Here in the top of the 4th, leadoff hitter takes ball 3.
Swanson trying to nibble at that outside corner right there, flying open just a hair. Makes that arm not be able to come through. Kind of leaving that a little wide.
3-1, and there's a strike right down Broadway. Ziegler taking all the way. We mentioned that this is a 3-game series. Want to remind everybody, we will be covering all 3 games if there are 3 games, if there's not a sweep. So stay with us all week as Ziegler takes ball 4. And so the leadoff runner at first. And that's how you let off the top of the 3rd with a base hit. So the leadoff hitter gets on base, and we'll see if Santa Maria can do something.
We want to give a little shout out to the Benton girls golf team on winning the LHSAA Division I Girls State Championship this week. Congratulations to the Lady Tigers and Coach Cram and McWilliams on the state title. The Lady Tigers actually won a 1-hole playoff to win that state championship over Barb. So kudos to the Lady Tigers on that championship.
First pitch was fouled away on the bunt attempt by Greer. Speaking of Barb, we'll talk about this after this next pitch. as that one is dropped. And the pitcher's going to go to first. Swanson over to Moody, 1-3 for the out. And on the sacrifice, Ziegler goes to second.
Textbook right there by Greer. Get the bunt down. You're not trying to bunt for a base hit right there. You're giving yourself up to get that runner in the scoring position. Did an excellent job right there.
So Ziegler's at second, and Millen, who got still the only base hit of the game. And he's at the plate, and he looks like he's going to drop one, but it's going to be called a ball. We were talking about Barb, and Barb potentially would play the winner of this series if they can defeat Mandeville. If you look behind home plate, you see a guy with the gun. That's some of the Barb people scouting this game here tonight. As a beautiful bunt, but it's going to go foul. Got a break.
Great job by Kelly right there. That ball's past halfway down third base. Still looked like it was going to stay fair. Chase Kelly knows he doesn't have a play right there. If you try to pick it up and throw him out, he's safe, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the only decision you have to make right there is to let it keep rolling to see if it'll go foul.
Ziegler's at second. Still 1-1 to count. You see, I was talking about the radar gun, not an actual gun.
Yeah, be clear about that.
And there's a ball. That Mandeville Barb series should be a good one. We saw Mandeville last year in the first round against Dutchtown. They beat Dutchtown but wound up losing in 3. They have a good program over there as well. And there's a shot, foul.
Millen way out in front of that pitch right there. He did get the barrel to it. That was a rocket down that first base line. Scattered some of those players.
He got a base hit to center field. So he can make good contact, that's for sure. But just missed right there. 2-2. 1 out. And there's a shot up the middle off the glove, and that's going to be a base hit. They go back to third, but Ziegler comes back safely. And that's going to be a base hit, and an unfortunate base hit, I guess you could say, as Swanson nearly made the acrobatic grab right there for the out.
Yeah, the ball's back up. Sometimes, let's see here. Yeah, I don't think that ball was hit as hard as Swanson thought, man. Those are the hardest ones to catch as a pitcher, the ones that are hit, and they're actually change-ups.
Yeah.
Your first reaction is to kind of flinch, right? And then the ball's not there, and then you kind of wait for it, and then just can't glove it. And that looks like that's what happened to Swanson there. Good try by Mole right there. Fake that throw to third spin to see if you can get Ziegler rounding third too much.
And there's a bouncer in the hole and a throw at second in time. A nice job by Mole getting it to Blanchard.
Yeah, great job right there by Mole. No play other than to get that runner at second base right there. No chance to get the runner going to first. And it's still bang bang as he had to go fairly deep in the hole.
But unfortunately for Sandoval, another run comes in.
Push that fourth run across.
And it's 4-0. So good job advancing the runners again. That ball hit in the hole. There was no play at the plate, and Ziegler was able to score. And you have the runner at first on the fielder's choice. And there's a breaking ball, just missed.
Looked like a good pitch right there.
That looked good
sure
right there.
That missed.
So 4-0 Benton. Putting the pressure on and a good lead by Jordan over at first. There's a strike. So you had the leadoff walk, the bunt sacrifice by Greer. Then you had the infield hit by Millen and the fielder's choice for that scored the run and the throw to second, and it's a stolen base.
Did you get that one?
So Jordan gets a bag, and it's 2-1. He had a good lead. I noticed that.
Pretty good jump too, right there. That's a great throw. Bang bang. I mean, you can't make a better throw. Good tag.
So it's 4-0. And there's a ball inside.
You bring that crowd that plate right there. Swanson tries to come in, didn't get out of the way, put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he tried to lean in there, but hey, man, it's the leadoff hitter. You got to get on base any way you can, right?
As that's in the dirt, and Brignac is going to get to first. As that's the second time he's reached. He reached on an error by the third baseman. In the third, he flew out to center to start the game. So first and second with 2 outs. Jordan at second, Brignac at first, and Pierce comes to the plate. He struck out and reached on an error by the second baseman. Swanson, just some hard luck. He had an infield hit off his glove, but again, nothing out the infield here, but he still gives up a run. Breaking ball beauty.
Good pitch right there. Always good whenever you can start to hit it with a breaking ball first strike. Puts it in their head, something they have to protect against. Can't just hit fastball, especially lefty on lefty.
Yep. Fouled away. 0-2, and he's ahead. Swanson's only given up 2 hits. One was a solid base hit by Millen, and then Millen got the other hit, just the infield hit. So he's gotten everybody else out. Nobody has gotten a base hit besides the number 8 hitter, Hayden Millen, but 3 errors have cost Sandoval dearly. It's 4-0 Benton right now. I think that crossed up the catcher right there, Laporte.
A good block anyway right there. A little breaking ball or off speed at least in the dirt. Good job by Pierce to lay off. Doesn't look like the Tigers expand the zone much. I haven't seen them swing at too many bad pitches like, down in the zone. Swanson's throwing some really competitive pitches. Just not getting any nibbles.
See, the runner at first, Brignac, was kind of dancing around. He's not being covered at all by Moody. Stepped off for a moment. And the breaking ball got a piece of it. It's fouled back. So Benton with 3 in the third and 1 in the fourth. It's 4-0. 4 runs on 2 hits.
It's kind of an odd line score. If you write it out like you're supposed to, you look at it and you're like, not supposed to add up.
Nope.
But in playoff baseball, you never know.
And so you see some new balls as they're being fouled off. Thank you very much, Cooper Mason. First and second, 2 outs. 1-2 count. Fly ball to right center, and a right fielder Ford makes the catch. And so third out, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's 4-0. Benton leads Sandoval, and the boys are trying to get to Sulphur. The girls went to Sulphur last week, and look what happened.
Yeah, Lady Gators Softball 2024 Division I Non-Select Softball State Championships are the Sandoval Lady Gators. The Lady Gators defeated Ponchatoula 7-2 last Saturday for their 3rd straight title and 4th title for Coach Amy Petrie at Sandoval in 2019, 2022, 23, and 24. Job by the seniors, Emma Lee Terrio, Gracie Bursajay, Mary Beth Zeller, Mackenzie Elisar, and Samantha Landash, and Alex Franklin. Sandoval's softball program has now won 9 state titles since 2001 and are undefeated in those championship games. So every time they've gone to these championship games, they've won.
Incredible.
That's impressive.
Incredible.
That's impressive. And a lot of these seniors, they've won 3 state championships. As you take a look at the Clark Lambert right there, such a staple with the Lady Gators softball. He's around forever. Well loved on the other side of that left field wall.
Yep.
Lady Gator Park.
Absolutely. Played with a chip on their shoulder. They got swept by Dutchtown. We covered both of those games, and Dutchtown beat Sandoval, had the number 1 ranking and the unbeaten district record, but Santa Maria won when it counted.
Yeah, and I mean, the good, kudos to them too, right? You said they played with a chip on their shoulder. A lot of people thought, hey, man, we lost some players last year, especially A.J. Jackson. Oh, you don't have a chance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. They finished second in district, took care of business, went to state and won it all.
Yeah. So you're going to see Swanson, Blanchard, and Ford. And you're going to have ball one to Swanson. Want to congratulate all those teams. Dutchtown made it to the quarters. East Ascension made it to the quarters, nearly made it to Sulphur, but lost on a grand slam with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 7th inning.
Up by 2 runs.
Yep.
It's a heartbreaker.
Yep. And there's a strike. So 1-2 to Swanson, and Bryant has looked outstanding so far as there's a bounce off the bag, fair, and that's going to be extra bases, and the slide, the throw not in time. And so a leadoff double by Lane Swanson.
Well, he got that pitch on the inside, got the head to the barrel, right to it quick, a rocket down that first baseline. You see it again here. Great job by our camera crew. Ball hits the bag, pops straight up. Rolls out there to Millen, makes a strong throw to second base, but just not in time to get Swanson sliding in safely.
And so you're going to see a courtesy runner for the pitcher as Blanchard comes to the plate, grounded to second, his first time up. And that's number 30 for Santa Maria. Andon Millet. Excuse me. I teach with a Millet.
It's supposed to be Millet anyway. I don't know.
Down in home, it's Millet too. Yeah. That's a strike. 0-1. So double from Swanson. Millet. Courtesy runner. Santa Maria trying to get a run. Trying to scrape something across off of Bryant.
Good read by Millet right there. Saw that inside move that Bryant tried. Kind of, we really wasn't trying to pick him off, just trying to, show him that he knows he's there, keeping him a little bit closer, but no bite by Millet. Broke back to the bag immediately.
Misses. 1-1. So far, still 2 series, 4 games, and 3 innings of a 5th game, and still only 2 runs given up by Benton. And a breaking ball nearly grazed the jersey. And 2-1 to count.
Lefty on lefty curveball. Got to be careful with it. Sometimes if you don't finish it, that thing's going to stay spinning right at that hitter. Might clip a jersey and give him a free base.
And that one misses. Close pitch. 3-1.
See Sibley try to bring that one back a little bit. Just missed outside.
Yeah. It's close. Tightening up a little bit. 3-1. There's a strike. 3-2. Full count to Landon Blanchard. 308 hitter.
Good pitch by Bryant right there. You got to execute that fastball just out on that black portion of the outside part of the plate. And good take by Blanchard, too. Not the pitch you want to try to hit. 3-1.
So 3-2 and a strike. Oh, that one right on that edge. Right on that edge. That's a close one right there.
That's, I don't know, 3-2, man. Maybe too close to take right there, but I think that ball was off the plate a little bit.
Maybe. It might have gotten out of that edge of home plate right there. It's a tough one to call, but it's like you said, it's a tough one to take right there. And so Blanchard is caught looking for the first out. Now Wyatt Ford's at the plate.
Yeah, umpires had a pretty good, consistent zone thus far.
Ooh, way ahead. Broke up.
Yeah,
broke
Uncle
speed
Charlie,
off that.
Uncle Charlie right there, way out in front.
0-1, Wyatt Ford. Grounder to second. Ziegler's made a lot of plays at that second base spot. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Another one back-to-back breaking balls.
Coach Bravada, a little concerned maybe. Down 4-0 to one of the best pitching teams in the state of Louisiana. And the throw is away, and they're not going to be able to advance. As Mie kind of got caught up there. As the throw to Brignac was on the third base side of the bag, and really got so fast to Greer in center, there was no play. 0-2 to count. 1 out, and that one's way outside.
Yeah, a lot of times on those pickoffs, you see the pitchers, they're going to try to spin or try to get their footwork a little bit too fast. Kind of lose sight of what you're trying to do. I mean, your main goal is to make a good throw, right? I mean, I can never get the guy out if I don't make a good throw. It could be as quick as I want. Sometimes they get a little bit ahead of themselves.
And he kind of fists that one, and it's going to be caught by Bryson Pierce in left field. And looked like that one may fall, but could not. I kind of got it off the
yeah, you see it again here. That ball is trying to cut away. Usually lefty on lefty, like you said, he kind of fisted him, stayed inside, kind of filleted that ball out to left field. Good play by Pierce.
Yeah,
good jump, never a doubt.
The wind is playing in now, so that kind of killed that ball a little bit too. And with 2 outs, ball called. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here as they look Mie back to second base. Santa Maria trying to get their first run of the game. 1-0. And that gets away from the catcher, and Mie's going to go to third, and they're not going to throw it. Third baseman Jordan says, hold on to it. And so now you have a runner 90 feet away. As you see.
Good jump, good secondary by Miette right there. As soon as that ball hit the ground, didn't get super far away from the catcher Sibley. A good jump. Means a no throw.
And you had some contact right there.
Hit him in the jersey. That's that breaking ball.
Yep. So Moody goes to first. And so now first and third as Parker Guidry, the DH, is going to come to the plate, and catcher's going to have a conversation with Bryant. And you see the coach is going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire as Bryant really in his first jam since the first inning. Right now with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. You see the brain trust there on the mound as the coach heads back. And like we said, it's a beautiful night here out at Santa Maria. We're at Santa Maria High School. And just a beautiful campus as you see the Gold Dome in the back, and out on the left field you see the softball field. And a tradition of excellence in baseball and softball here at Santa Maria High for sure.
Yeah, you can't really see from this angle, but there's a sign over that left center wall too with a bunch of state championships for the Gator baseball team.
And a run is going to score as it gets away from the catcher Sibley, and Santa Maria makes it 4-1.
Run number 1 for the Gators.
So the wild pitch by Brian. That's kind of unusual. What do you see after a timeout?
Yeah,
you see a strike.
You usually see a strike.
Yep.
I tried to overcook that pitch right there.
Yeah. So Mie scores. Courtesy run for Swanson. And it's 4-1 Benton. And the runner's at second as Moody advances. And there's a strike, so it's 1-1. 2 outs. Santa Maria gets on the board for the first time. And that one misses. Close pitch, but 2-1.
Been a little bit tall right there. It looked like it had a lot of the same location on the plate as that last pitch.
So Guidry 0 for 1, flew out to left. Moody at second. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Ooh, good hack, just a little bit tardy. Bryant came right down the heart with that fastball.
Yep. One strike away from getting out of this inning with just 1 run scored. Outside, 3-2. First base is open. Number 8 hitter Moe is on deck. 13 seed. Up by 3 on the 5 seed. Inside, ball 4. No doubt about that one. That one was in the chalk.
That's the one you can take, right? Some of them are 3-2, a little bit too close to take that one.
Right. Earlier, Blanchard took one, but that one was a little bit tighter than that one. That one was just way inside.
Yeah, we see Coach Rick is going to do a little talk to Mole.
Yeah, as a catcher, has a conversation.
Trying to be like, hey, struggling a little bit in the strike zone. Last 2 hitters, hit by pitch and a walk. Don't expand. Look for your pitch.
Mole grounded to Ziegler at second. We talked about Ziegler making a lot of plays. I believe he has 3 assists so far here tonight. Covering the runner at second, Moody. So, got the number 8 hitter trying to keep this inning alive. He's actually the tying run at the plate.
A little bit down. 1-0.
Extra bases right here, Mike, can make this very interesting.
In a heartbeat.
Yep.
You know Guidry's going on contact, anything in the gap.
And there's a drive to left, and it's going to be caught by Bryson Pierce for the 3rd out. So Sandoval gets on the board. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 2 left. We'll go to the 5th inning, and it's 4-1 Benton. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Earn your high school diploma and an associate's degree in biological science or humanities in less time. Get acclimated to college coursework and expectations, giving you a 2-year head start on your peers. In fact, 86% of early college option students earn both a high school diploma and associate's degree from River Parishes Community College at the same time. And ECO students achieve an average ACT score of 24. You can enjoy a smaller learning environment that fosters collaborative learning, yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook cost. Ascension Public Schools Early College Option Program, where your future begins today. Enroll for next year and seize the opportunity of a lifetime.
We head to the top of the 5th inning. Sandoval scratches a run in the bottom of the 4th to make the score 4-1. Benton Tigers still leading the Gators here after 4 complete. Lane Swanson has reached the 82 pitch mark through 4 complete innings. Going to go back out there to start the 5th here. He's going to face 3, 4, and 5 in Bryant, Frey, and Sibley. Bryant 0 for 2. To ground out to second in the fielder's choice. Ground ball to second. Blanchard to Moody for the first out.
Now batting number 26, Caleb Frey.
Next up, Frey, first baseman, struck out his first at bat, flew out to the left, his second at bat. Swanson did exactly what he needed to do. But Bryant, as his pitch count continues to elevate, try to get as many quick outs as you can. Only took 2 pitches to get Bryant to ground out to second base.
And that one is going to just land foul. So after the grounder. You got the foul ball right there, and the count 2-1. And that one is right to the shortstop. Takes on a short hop. Throw from Mole to Moody in time.
Mole with the 6-3 playoff round.
Good job of taking that little short hop right there and making the play.
I'm not sure. Let's say that again. Can't really see if that ball got to him. He kind of sat back on that ball, waited to get to him in the air. I don't think it was hit quite as hard as he thought it was going to be, but
yeah,
nice play on the short hop. Good throw to first.
It looked like a hot shot right off the bat, but then it kind of died very quickly. But Mole did his job. And that one is fair down the left field line, and it looked like the first base umpire got tangled up, and the first base coach is upset about that. But it's going to be a single, I guess, when it comes down to it from Sibley. And you got to get a courtesy runner. But look right there. Look at the contact. Oh.
Kind of waving. He was running that ball. He was running like that ball was a single or whatever.
I know.
He was running straight through the back. He didn't make a turn.
That was
see the first base coach waving his hand like, we got to try to get to second.
Yeah. I think he might ultimately be more frustrated with the base runner than the umpire. That breaking ball did not break.
Yeah, I think he thought Kelly might have made a play on that ball.
Yeah. So we have another courtesy runner. So there's a strikeout. The first base umpire still, first base coach still having words with a couple of people in the dugout. I think he's still frustrated. I think he's definitely more frustrated with the player than the umpire. Count 2-1.
Curtis runner is Ryder McCormick getting there at first base.
And that's a fly ball to right. Wide forward makes the play, and so you get a fairly harmless inning after a base hit. You have no runs on one hit and no errors and one left, and so we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, and it's 4-1 Benton over Santamah. And lots of seniors, and we're going to get to some of those. As
yeah,
you see
good
the
look at them
Gators
there with their parents, and good-looking class right there. There's 11 of them included, alphabetically: Kason Blank, Lawson Bourgeois, Griffin Delanaville, Wyatt Ford, Will Frederick, Chase Kelly, Trent Laporte, Ryder Mole, Madden Murray, Owen Roddy, and Lane Swanson. You see them there again holding their trophies there.
very successful senior class. As you got
those are little figurines. I thought those were trophies. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
But they're a very successful class. They made it to the finals their sophomore year. They're juniors. They made it to the quarters before they lost to West Monroe, and they're in the quarters again. So they know nothing but success here with Coach Bravada here at Santamah.
Yeah, very solid crew. Like you said, we've seen it for 3 years. A lot of success. Good group of guys. I mean, it speaks volumes, whenever you got a bunch of guys that kind of have the same idea, same little chip on their shoulder, know what they want to do, get out there, play together, and just mesh or gel well inside that locker room. Those are the teams that you're going to see are going to be more successful.
Now, Santamah dusted up Bryant a little bit for one run. in the fourth. And now in the fifth, you're going to get 9, 1, and 2 as Humphrey, the leadoff hitter, the number 9 hitter, takes a swing and a miss. And it's going to be Humphrey, Laporte, and Kelly for the Gators. Humphrey got a base hit earlier. And there's a high bouncer. And the shortstop, Brignac, with a sharp throw to first.
Man, a good play right there by Brignac. You see, he's got to charge that ball because we know Humphrey can fly, right?
Is at first base for the Gators.
Wait.
Now with the plate, number 18.
I believe that
Laporte.
I believe that I don't know, a couple people are arguing that it was interference.
Okay.
And then Humphrey started heading back to the dugout.
Yeah. Coach Ricka got it safe. Got it straight. He got it safe.
The public address said he's at first.
Make some noise for number 18.
So there was interference.
Okay.
So I'd already marked him out. So maybe that'll get a little spark in the Gators. As Laporte comes to the plate. Double strikeout so far. Double in the first, strikeout in the third, and they go back to first. Humphrey safe.
That was a great play by Brignac, by the way, at shortstop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a high chopper. You got to charge that ball, and Humphrey can just flat out fly.
Yeah.
Brignac makes an absolute strong throw. Throws a rocket over there, but ultimately there was an interference call, so
yeah,
Humphreys is awarded first base.
So Laporte 0-1. One and one. Santa Ma's going to have to take advantage of this opportunity, kind of gifted to them. Got the runner on interference after the out, or what would have been an out without the interference. Still down 3 runs, but now you have the top of the order, so this might be your chance. You're probably not going to see this again until the 7th, if you even see it then. This could be the last go-round for the top of the order, unless Santa Ma can do something.
Ooh, good pitch.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
That's a tough one right there. If you're Laporte, kind of give up on a little early. That backdoor breaking ball is never a strike, just up until that last end breaks over and nips that outside corner.
1-2. Humphrey at first reached on interference. Nobody out. Ooh.
Good take. That ball's just above his hands. You see him kind of go to swing right there. The ball's just a little bit above the hands. You're usually going to get a ball call. It's usually a target 0-2 when you want to try to elevate. You want to try to get that ball just above that hitter's hands. A lot of times it's too tough to lay off.
2-2. Low. Good stop by Sibley.
That's a pitch he got him with last time, that 3-2 pitch right there, that little change up or whatever he's got. Something off speed had Laporte out front that last at bat.
Humphrey at first. 3-2. Nobody out. Ball 4, way outside. Missed with the breaking ball.
Laporte draws
and now
runners on first and second for number 32.
Santa Ma has an opportunity. Then you're going to get a courtesy runner.
It's going to be Martine.
Yeah.
Courtesy running for Laporte. Number 27, Rhett Martine.
And now the tying run comes to the plate again with Chase Kelly. I want to point out the wind. The wind is all over the place tonight. It was blowing way out to left center in about the second inning. Then about in the middle innings, you got to basically no wind, and now it's just blowing in straight in from center.
Yep.
The fever for more
I
cowbell.
feel like we're at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. You never knew what direction the wind was going to blow there.
Exactly.
We're not real close to that, though. Nor are we on the bay.
About the only damage that Santa Ma has given to Bryant and Benton so far have been base hits down the baselines. And they're looking for the bunt, and he drops it foul. So everybody in the stadium knew what was going to happen right there.
Yeah, put the little wheel play on where you see Brignac shortstop. He's going to cover third, and the third baseman Jordan's going to crash, as is Frey at first base.
And so Coach Bravada going to have a word with Chase Kelly. He's a strikeout victim in the first, and he grounded over to Jordan.
Yeah, I remember he attempted a couple bunts at first at bat. The report had led off with the double.
You're right. First baseman way in, expecting the bunt. And drop back and takes a ball. 1-1.
Okay. They changed up, Tigers changed up their defense right there.
Yep.
You see Frey was the only one that charged.
Yeah, Frey was about 30 feet from home plate by the time that pitch reached home plate.
And no square from Kelly. So it might have had a little inkling that there may be a swing away right there.
Still creeping up Frey, but not as much. Now it looks like they're going to try to drop it, and it's a nice one. And the throw high, but gets to Ziegler, and it's a 1-4 sack. And runners go to second and third.
Does his job right there. Kelly, almost almost safe at first base right there. Perfect bunt, though. You got to make the pitcher, if he's going to field that ball, you bunt it right back to him. He's got a chance to throw the runner out at third, but Kelly gets that ball down the third baseline, makes the pitcher move his feet, so he only has one play at first.
And now, Lane Swanson, the pitcher, coming to the plate. Can he help his cause?
He did the first time, or at least last at bat, actually, with that double down that first baseline, hit the bag.
And he might have a little attitude like, I might have to do this myself because I've already given up 3 unearned runs.
Yeah. I mean, he scored the only run so far for the Gators. If he gets a hit here, he's going to pick up the couple RBIs for the Gators, and he's on the bump. If he can hold it down, he might get the win for the Gators, right?
Yeah, and he, he's given up 4 runs, but I want to point out that it's been a very nice job pitching here tonight. He just had some bad luck, and just the infield just kind of let him down in that inning where they gave up 3 unearned runs.
Yeah, just a little lapse there in that second inning, but not the time to do that. If you're in the playoffs now, those just hurt so bad, and they're just magnified.
Second and third, 1 out, strike called. We're in game 1 of the best of 3. Benton leading Santa Maria 4-1. All 3 games, we will give you games 2 and potentially game 3 tomorrow, all live streamed on Rev Sports. Inside.
Oh, that was a little tight right there. Good pitch. Went fastball away first pitch. Strike for a strike. Comes back in. Dusts him off. Gets him on his heels a little bit. Probably come back with that breaking ball right here.
1-1 pitch. Oh, that looked like a strike right there, but they're going to call that one a ball.
Yeah, I don't know if that one made it back. I don't think it was ever a strike.
Okay. It's close. We have seen it before. I think that's the consensus here in the press box. 2-1. Oh, that's missed.
Yeah, see, that's a pitch that you look where that umpire's setting up. He's setting up over the catcher's right shoulder. So he's got a good look at that inside pitch to the lefties. And, he saw that breaking ball very well. He balled it. But the one you want to be careful of if you're a hitter or you're a left-handed hitter right here is that pitch, that fastball outside. The one he might not be able to, he's not directly behind it. He might call that pitch a little bit off the plate. And if you're pitching, that's the one you might want to try to go to. Maybe might give you a couple inches off that plate.
You see the coaches meeting at the mound. Cade Bryant in his toughest jam so far. He's up 4-1, but runs 2 and 3 potentially are at second and third. The tying runs at the plate with a 3-1 count, and you have the cleanup hitter on deck. This is Santa Maria's shot right here.
Yeah, and you see when they showed a little close-up on the mound right there, it didn't look like Bryant was was too stressed out or anything. Had a little grin on his face, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The coach trying to ease the tension a little bit.
There's a little bouncer to second. A run's going to score, and the throw is in time, 4-3. So Humphrey is going to score, and it's 4-2, and Laporte goes to third. Well, Laporte's courtesy runner.
And look, that's what, if we talk about bunts and sacrifices and fly balls to the outfield, to get those runners in from third. And, I mean, sometimes that's all you have to do right there. Pull something to the right side to where, it's more awkward to try to come and get that out at home than it is at first base. It's just, especially when you're ahead, you need to score that run if you're Sandoval. And if you're Benton, you need to get that out.
And they did what they had to do
right there.
Both
teams right there did exactly what they were supposed to do.
And first pitch to Blanchard is a ball. 4-2. Runs in the fourth and fifth for the Gators. And there's a bouncer to first. Frey gets it, and it's going to be first base unassisted for the third out. But they claw back a little closer. One run scores, and after 5, it's 4-2. And then with the lead, you're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. As the sun just about completely down here at Sandoval at at Gator Park. What am I saying? As Jeff Porsche and Mike Moeller with you, and oh boy, this has been a long day. And 4-2, and you see a swing and a miss. As Greer, Millen, and Jordan 7, 8, and 9 coming up. A 1. And there's a beautiful one. Breaking ball over the plate for strike 2. Benton with 3 unearned runs in the third, 1 in the fourth. Sandoval with 1 in the fourth and 1 in the fifth. And there's a bouncer to second. Blanchard makes the play and throws to first. Down to Moody for the out. So 4-3. And the leadoff hitter is retired. Swanson doing a great job here tonight. As now you're going to see the guy who has 2 of the 3 hits for Benton, the number 8 hitter, Hayden Millen. And that one's close, but outside. So 1-0. So Greer grounds to second to start the inning. 1-0 to Millen. High. 2-0. Swanson and Sandoval did a good job recovering from that disastrous third inning where they gave up 3 unearned runs. And have composed themselves and got themselves right back in this game. But they're about to fall behind 3-0 to Millen. Millen trying to reach for the third time tonight. He reached in the third and the fourth. We're here in the sixth, and there's a strike. Three and 1
Good pitch.
Strike 2.
2 solid pitches right there by Swanson. And if you're milling, that's like I said earlier, 3-1. You don't want to hit that 3-1 pitch on the black. You want to.
And they get him for the first time tonight with the strikeout and the comeback right there.
Yeah, that's what you call up the ladder right there. You go 3-0 and come back and 1-2-3 and strike him out. Great job by Swanson.
And 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And now Jordan comes to the plate. He's reached on an error and a fielder's choice. And that's low. 1-0. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. There's a strike called, 1-1.
Here's what Swanson's got to be over 100 pitches now. Close to it, if not.
Yep. But he's eaten up a lot of this game, which is very valuable.
I mean, it's still 4-2. Very in reach if you're the Gators.
Yep.
Great job. He had that one inning with 20-plus pitches.
It's really critical not to use a lot of pitchers, but it's really critical to win this first game.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to take a pick,
yep,
I'm taking the W, right?
Exactly. And there's a drive to left center, but the left fielder, Dar, is there to make the play. So 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. It's 4-2. Benton leads Santa Maria as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and we're going to talk about Benton. We talk about Santa Maria seniors. Let's look at Benton seniors.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Benton seniors. There you see them right there from left to right. Hudson Brignac, Brooks Pruitt, Cody Wilhite, Bryson Pierce, and Blake Warner. Only 5 of them. It's going to be a pretty strong Benton team this year. Already made it this far.
Yep.
You just lose 5 guys. Going to have a lot of returners. I mean, obviously, your leadoff hitter Brignac right there. He's a senior, but they're going to be returning some pretty vital players for next year's run.
And we've talked about how 5A has a really tough district with Live Oak and Santa Maria and Dutchtown and all the teams that are there, but 1-5A is not bad either. We've talked about how they're here. Parkway was here last year. Captain Shreve, Natchitoches Central is a top 10 team, so they play in a kind of underrated district, I guess you could say.
Bossier Airlines up there. They're pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about it, if I had to think, I guess, their district up there here, that Lafayette, Barb, Acadiana, that district, Sam Houston, Sulphur. I mean, if you think about those 3 districts, just within that, those 3.
So good.
That's pretty stout.
Exactly. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. Jeff Porsche and Mike Moeller with you. It's Ford, Moody, Guidry. That's 5, 6, 7 in the Santa Maria lineup. So now to count 2-0. Bryant cruised through the first 3 innings. He's given up 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. That's a strike. This is the most runs that Benton has given up in a playoff game so far this season. They have 2 shutouts and 2 one-run games.
It equals the amount that they've given up in 4 total games until this one.
Exactly. Strike 2. Beauty. Santa Maria needs a base runner or 2. And reached out of the strike zone and bounced to second. Quick throw. Just got him.
That's pretty close right there.
Yeah, too close for comfort. But Ziegler makes the play.
Yeah, Ford is hustling down that line.
But it looked like he was out from here.
Yeah, he was out. He was bang, but he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good play. Ziegler's got a really strong arm.
Yes, he does.
Ball a second.
He has
been waited for that ball to get on him, and he threw an absolute rocket to first base.
He has been very active tonight in the field. Moody at the plate. He popped the first and was hit by a pitch. One out in the sixth. And there's a drive to center, and it's caught. He hit that one on a line, but straight to Greer.
Yeah, by far the hardest. We'll take a look at it again here. That's the hardest ball we've seen hit tonight. That ball was on a line. Center fielder Cannon Greer didn't have to move much.
No, he didn't.
Grab for the second out.
I thought when it came off his bat that it would fall, but that just kept on lifting.
Yeah, he barreled that one.
Guidry now the last chance here in the sixth with 2 outs. It's not exactly a pitcher's duel, but both pitchers have done a great job tonight.
Yeah, I think it is. The score's not too high.
Yeah.
And both starting pitchers are still in the game. That's considered a pitcher's duel, right?
Right. It is, but it's not a 1-0 kind of thing, you know. But yeah, the errors and some other things have kind of played into that. But they haven't been a lot of well-hit balls for sure.
Yeah.
Fouled away.
Santa Maria with the 3 unearned runs. So it's 2-1. So technically, this is a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers have been throwing their heart out.
You know, I'm going to agree with you on that after a further review. And there's a ball. So now it's 3-1. So flew to left, walked. That's the line for Guidry so far in the DH spot. Oh, has gotten on base, actually. One time. And there's a walk, ball 4.
All right, 1-2.
So you get a base runner with 2 outs, and Mole will come to the plate.
Mole.
And so Mole will get a chance. He's grounded to second and flew to left. 0 for 2 tonight. So Bryant with 2 outs, breaking ball misses. So far here in the 6th, Ford grounded to second. Moody flew to center. Guidry walked. Strike.
Good location right there by Bryant. He started that breaking ball on the outside. He tried to backdoor that first pitch. Didn't make it back. Stayed out there. Gets Mole looking out there and then pipes one on that inside black. Tough to pull the trigger.
And there's a bouncer to short and the flip to second for the out. And so no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left. And we go to the 7th. It's 4-2. Benton leads Santa Maria. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business. Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
Top of the 7th, and it's 4-2 Benton versus Santa Maria. And Benton will come to the plate as visiting team here with the lead and a new pitcher on the mound for Santa Maria.
Jace Reddix will come in. You'll see Lane Swanson go back out to center field. That's his normal position when he doesn't pitch. Through 108 pitches on the night. You see Easton Humphrey move from center to left field. Jace Reddick's on the bump, comes in with a 3.62 ERA. He's got 19 innings pitched. He's got 1 win, 1 loss, 14 strikeouts, and 11 walks. So Reddick's job is going to be to get his team back in the dugout unscathed to finish this up for Santa Monica and give them a chance to tie this game up in the bottom half of the 7th.
And he's got a tough road because he's got 1, 2, 3 with Brignac, Pierce, and Bryant for Benton. Now, if he can, as you see a swing and a miss, if he can get through this inning without giving up a run, on the Santa Monica side, you're going to have Humphrey, Laporte, and Kelly, so that's 9, 1, and 2. So a lot of baseball to be played. And the fly ball, it's going out of play, and it is out of play. So 1 and 2. So the winner tonight takes a 1-0 lead in the best of 3. Game 2 we will cover live for you on Rev Sports starting at 1 o'clock. Well, we'll be on the air at 12:45. In Game 2, Benton will be the home team. The game will still be here at Santa Monica. That's just the way they do things. And there's a drive to center, and it's going to stay in the air, and Swanson makes the catch. That's almost what we saw earlier in the bottom of the 6th from Moody. Good contact, but right to him.
Good job by Reddick right there. Come in. Got to throw strikes right here if you're going to try to give your team a chance to at least tie this ball game. Especially facing 1, 2, 3. These guys are pretty good. They swing the bat well. They make a lot of contact.
And a strike. Nice pitch right there. So Game 2 would be at 1 o'clock here at Santa Monica. Benton will be the home team. If there is a Game 3, Santa Monica would be the home team. And that game will be played about half an hour to an hour after Game 2 is finished. I believe they have it down for 3:30, but somewhere in that vicinity. The winner tonight only needs to win 1 more on Saturday. And again, all 3 games live streamed on the Rev Sports.
That's all important Game 1.
Yep.
And goes into Saturday with that W.
And we saw that last season in the regionals against Parkway, as there's a bouncer to short, and Mole makes the play. 6-3, Mole to Moody for the second out as Bryant comes up. And just to finish my thought, last year in that regionals, Santa Monica won Game 1 against Parkway, so Parkway had to win 2, and they won Game 2, but they had to win a third, and that's when Santa Monica came back in, defeated them, and were able to make it. So that first win is so critical. And there's a ball inside.
Ball almost nicked him right there.
Yep.
Little breaking ball. Almost got it in the hand.
The pitcher, Bryant, he grounded to second, fielder's choice on a bunt, and grounded to second. 1-1. We would expect him to come out to the mound here in the top of the 7th, but we will see. Like we said, 9, 1, and 2 coming up.
Yeah, he's got 94 pitches on the evening.
There's a strike. 1 and 2.
Good pitch. A lot of those times you see what we've seen tonight, these hitters get locked up on those fastballs inside. I mean, like I mentioned it during the year. If you're in high school and you can actually, if you can pitch inside, meaning throw for strikes, control that inside part of the plate, you can be so successful. A lot of times you see these guys try to throw inside, right? And then, balls wide, hitting, some of these hitters and giving some free passes to the base. But those ones that can control right there, that's such a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And caught him looking right there with the fastball, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Jace Reddick did his job. Got Santa Monica out unscathed.
Yep, back in that dugout.
And no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and Santa Ma trying to stay alive. They trail 4-2. As we look at the Rev upcoming schedule, this is our final weekend of live sports. And so let's look at what's going to happen.
I mean, May 12th through September 1st, you're going to see the replays of some selected games from this school year. It's going to be live streamed on the Rev Sports YouTube channel. Rev TV 4 replay times will be Sunday at 6 a.m., Wednesday at 9:30 p.m., and Sunday at 6 p.m., and Wednesday at 7 p.m., Sunday 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
And lots of games to choose from. We've had some great games this season, and we're hoping for a fantastic finish here tonight, as this game could be one of the ones that wind up in our rotation here this summer. This is our final broadcast, plural, of the year, as we're going to broadcast this entire series, but there are no more games in Ascension Parish on the high school level in any sport after this weekend. So we're going to kind of wrap things up and wait until football season in the fall when we introduce a fourth school to the schedule, as you see a Hawaiian night here at Santa Ma, but the Prairieville Hurricanes will be online next season, and we'll be covering them as well as the other teams that are in 5A. Santa Ma, Dutchtown, and East Ascension. It's going to be a fun one next year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So here's my question. And when Prairieville comes into the district, do you have 7 teams now, or do you get rid of a Walker or Denham or Live Oak?
No, you get 7 teams.
You get 7 teams, okay.
Yes. And so in football, every team's going to have a open week where they schedule an out-of-district game. As you see, 9-1-2 coming up. And a swing and a miss from Easton Humphrey, as Bryant is trying to go the distance.
Yeah, like I said, he's starting this inning with 94 pitches. That was his 95th pitch. He hasn't really labored, though. I mean, he hadn't had too much traffic on the base. He's had a couple little semi-jams here and there, but never really had like one of those innings where it just, where you're like, whoa, he just threw 30 pitches that inning or something like that. So he's navigated his way through this lineup pretty well.
And that's a ball. It's 2-1. Give you an update on the wind, too, because it's no longer blowing in. It's dead again.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, the wind is completely dead again. 2-1, 3-1. Number 9 hitter. You can get him on base, and then you get Laporte. If Humphrey gets on base, Laporte could be the tying run.
Yeah, and your Humphrey right here, you got to keyhole this pitch. Trying to get on that bag any way you can.
There's a strike.
Good job by Bryant right there. 3-1, probably knows he's probably taken right there. Almost a free strike if you can get it in there.
3-2. This could be a big pitch in this ball game. Fouled back. Even though this one was fouled back, this next pitch outcome might be one of the most important of this entire ball game. 3-2, fouled again. Now you're going to, since I'm saying this pitch is so important, we're going to get like 6 or 7 of them.
We're going to do it again. It's mano-a-mano right here. Bryant's like, here's my best. See if you can hit it. And Humphrey taking some good hacks, keeping himself alive.
Humphrey takes ball 4, and he's on for the 3rd time in a row. That's what you want from that number 9 hitter. He's got a base hit.
Great at that right there.
He's got a base hit. He reached on the interference to lead off the 5th, and then it actually came around to score. Now you got Laporte, and this is why you put him in that leadoff spot, so he can come up right here.
Your lead RBI guy.
And he shows bunt, and I think the entire stadium gasped for a second.
Yeah. That might have been, I don't know, a little ruse or something there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to drop one.
Yeah, he's not going to try to bunt here. Humphrey actually, ultimately means nothing over there if he scores and everyone else gets out. They still only score 3 runs.
Ball 2. 2-0. And Bryant is potentially going to be pulled right here. Let's see if he is or not. There has been action in the bullpen. Bryant was walking away for a second. I think he's anticipating potentially a position change.
Yeah, he's over 100 pitches now. He threw 7-8 pitches there to Humphrey. And 2 more here to Laporte.
I'm sure that the pitcher in the bullpen is ready. It's just a question of whether or not
Bryant's going to talk his way into it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do as a pitcher, right? I got this. Let me keep me in.
Mm-hmm.
This is my game.
Well, you know, if he's been one of the pitchers in that 2-game set,
yeah,
I would believe in him.
Absolutely.
We talked about this. We've talked about this a lot, Mike. They played 4 postseason games, and they've given up 2 runs. Now they've given up 2 tonight. Laporte, the leadoff hitter, 2-0. The winner goes up 1-0 in the best-of-3 series. Strike. Theory holds.
Yeah, Bryant just a junior. Getting a ton of experience here. Going deep into this game. Close game.
Oh, he crushed it, but that's foul. He hit that out onto the softball bleachers.
Ooh, he got a little out in front of that pitch right there. Boy, that would have been a gut punch if that ball stays fair.
Boy, that was gone by a mile. 2-2. Ball 3. Drama.
Yeah, Bryant probably going to stay away from that inner third part of the plate here.
Drama in Ascension Parish. 3-2. Nobody out. Ball 4, and the tying run is on base with the walk.
Putting Gators at first and second.
And now Chase Kelly.
Chase Kelly.
You're going to see a courtesy runner. That's Martine again. Now Kelly comes to the plate with first and second, nobody out. And Bravada's talking to him, and I think the conversation here is drop a bunt fair right here if you can.
Yeah,
because he's had trouble all night.
Yeah, historically, if you're the home team, you play for the tie, right?
Yeah.
So your job is to get your runnings in, your tying run into scoring position. You want to play for the tie when you're the home team because you get last at bat. On the opposite side of that, if you're the visitors team, if you're the visiting team, you wouldn't bunt right here because you want to get one more runner on. You got to play for that winning run, get that winning run into scoring position.
And he drops it successfully. And the throw, he's not going to get him. No play at first, and everybody's safe. That was a perfect drop right there. And he made up for his first at bat where he tried to drop one but couldn't.
He was just waiting. He was waiting until it got dramatic.
Mike, that was perfect, man.
That was a great bunt right there. I mean, by the time Bryant gets over there, he's got to cover a lot of ground, right? That ball's almost on the brown part of the dirt there by the time he gets up. And hustling down that line, he's got no shot.
And nobody is in the bullpen at this point for Benton. I think they've decided Bryant's going to finish this, win or lose. The winning run is at first. The tying run is at second. And Lane Swanson no longer can get the win. He's now the center fielder, but he takes a strike.
Good pitch right there, buckled Swanson.
Yep.
First pitch breaking ball.
Swanson no longer factors into the decision unless he gets a loss. Cannot get the win. But he could win it with one swing. Strike. Strike. Beauty.
Mirror image of that first pitch.
Yep.
Just tough to stay in there. Got to try to keep your weight off your heels if you're lefty on lefty in that box, and he's spinning those breaking balls.
The winner tonight goes up 1-0 in a best of 3. 1-2.
Another great pitch by Bryant right there. That's exact. I mean, you buckle him with 2 curveballs on the inside black, and then you try to paint away. The ball looks like it's a mile outside. Swanson taking all the way, and it almost caught the corner.
Oh, boy, I thought he was going to pull the trigger on that one. I thought the home plate umpire was going to.
Yeah, must have been a little bit high.
Yep.
You saw Bryant's reaction on that last pitch, the pitch prior to that. He wanted that one. He got a little animated, but on that breaking ball, he kind of knew that one was a ball.
2-2 outside. They have nowhere to put him. A run will score. And this is another full count. Humphrey walked. Laporte walked. Kelly had a perfect bunt for a base hit. That's where we stand. It's 4-2 Benton. Strike 3. Just caught the corner.
Perfect pitch right there. Perfect pitch, that fastball away. That's the one that we talked about. He's been calling that all night, man. 3-2. That's a tough pitch to take. Now that's going to be it for Bryant. Second time out here.
So it has to be.
Meeting.
Yep. So Bryant is going to have to be pulled.
Yeah,
so
he's got a ton of pitches now after that.
I thought for sure they'd let him finish, but he just ran out of gas, and he's kind of frustrated. He obviously he wants to finish.
Yeah, obviously you do, but I mean you got to keep the kid's health in your best interest. I mean his pitch count got way over 100 now.
And now you got a big guy coming in, number 27. This guy's huge, Tanner Webb.
They're going to come in throwing fire.
Look at this guy. He is from short to tall, big guy on the mound. I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can deliver right here. I'm guessing this guy's got a fastball. Let's see. Not bad. It's a big guy though. Tanner Webb Jr. will try to get the final 2 outs, and now you're in a situation where one pitch could end it either way. Extra bases could give Santa a victory. A double play ball would give Benton the victory. And Webb is going to face Landon Blanchard, who's a .308 hitter, but he's 0 for 3. He grounded to second, struck out, and grounded to first unassisted.
Dane Peavy's just got to be absolutely thrilled with the performance by Cade Bryant today.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't get anything in
Gives up 2 runs. Does leave with the bases loaded, but I mean that effort is just huge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean I don't know how many times we've touched on it so far today. You know, in a 3-game series, you want to stay out of that bullpen early as much as you can.
Number 11.
Landon Blanchard.
And it's even better if you can, as Bryant leaves a game, leave with a lead.
Yes. So now Blanchard with 1 out, facing Tanner Webb, a right-hander, way outside, and that's a change of speed. That's for sure.
He let that one go. Had
some gas.
Yeah.
We got one final reported in Division I non-select. West Monroe survived, and we'll bring it to Game 3. They beat Central 3-0. 1-0, 1 out, bases loaded. Sandball down 2, strike. Brought the gas on the outside corner.
Good pitch right there on the black. Probably can't do too much damage if you're Blanchard with that pitch anyway. Probably taking for till a strike.
1-1. I think he got a piece of it, but back into the catcher's glove. Sibley. It's 1-2.
Give me Carl.
He's got to be the biggest guy on this team. Blanchard, 1-2. Fouled away. He's due. He's 0 for 3.
Yeah. Staying alive, and Webb just Good old country hardball, just rear back and my best against yours.
Humphrey is at third. Martine is at second, running for Laporte. Kelly's at first. A base hit could tie it. Extra bases might win it. That's a strike on the outside corner. And that's a change of pace right there.
Locked him up right there.
Yeah.
That's a backdoor slider right there. It's just.
I think he was expecting 90 and got 80.
I mean, you see some gas painted on the black out there. And this next one just starts a little bit further off. You think it's that same gas, not going to come back in over that plate, and it's that slider. That'll lock you up every time.
Benton is 1 out away from going up 1-0 in the best of 3. Wyatt Ford at the plate. Sandoval could tie it or win it with a base hit. And all the runners are going to be going now. So a base hit would definitely tie it, provided it's far enough in the outfield.
It's got to get out of the infield.
Yep. An infield hit won't tie it. 0-1, fouled, 1 strike away.
And the Webb coming in here pumping some strikes too.
Yep.
I mean, that's a huge situation. Bases loaded, no outs, or 1 out actually.
Yeah. Can Tanner Webb get a save and get the upset 13 over the 5 and go up 1-0? Or can Sandoval win it? No.
Tried it again.
That's a ball.
Yeah, that 0-2 tried that backdoor slider again. Left it up just a little bit.
4-2, bases loaded. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Fouled.
Ooh. Good pitch, good swing. Anytime you see that hitter foul something back like that, straight back with some velocity, it means he was on that pitch, just missed it.
Ford 0 for 3, 327 on the season. 1-2, and that one is foul.
Stayed alive, slider down and in, man. You might want to be careful if you at that location right there if you're Webb.
Yep.
That's pretty much one of the only pitches lefties can handle very well. That pitch down and in, they love to drop the head of that bat into that zone. That's exactly where that slider breaks down in there.
See, Jolie Hartman is a interested spectator out there. 1-2. Struck him out, and Benton wins game 1. As you had the bases loaded with no outs, and Benton comes back with strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. They win 4-2. That's huge, Mike.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's 1 inning for Sandoval led to their demise of 3 unearned runs, but Benton does exactly what they're supposed to do, capitalize and hold them at bay.
So Cade Bryant gets the win. Tanner Webb gets the save. Swanson's the hard luck loser for Sandoval. Our final score, Benton 4, Sandoval 2. Benton goes up 1-0 in the best of 3. We'll be back here tomorrow live streaming Game 2 and Game 3. As you see them shake hands, we're going to take a short break and wrap things up. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Our final score, game one, best of three. Benton 4, Santa Maria 2. Jeff Porsche, Mike Moeller with you. Santa Maria had a chance to win. They had the bases loaded, no outs in the seventh, and had 3 straight strikeouts as Bryant got the first, and then Tanner Webb came out the bullpen, threw some heat, and got the second and third out. And they win, and they have to win one more. Santa Maria's got to win 2 on Saturday.
And we talked about how important it is to win game one, right? I mean, it is a 3-game series. Yes, Santa Maria still has a chance to come out here tomorrow and sweep, but just to have a little momentum going into tomorrow, Benton picks up that ever important first win. As we talked about, I think it was the second or third inning. Santa Maria, committed a couple errors. 3, I think it was, and it just led to 3 unearned runs. A little bit too tough to come back whenever you're in playoffs, man. That's just, every out is important.
Right.
Tough to come back once you get down, in a hole, but they did have their chances there at the end.
Absolutely.
Loaded the bases against Bryant with no outs. And between Bryant and Webb, they extinguished that. Did not let a run score.
But season is not over. If they win both games tomorrow, they will make it to Sulphur. So we'll see what happens. And game 2 is going to be at 1 o'clock. We'll be live at 12:45. So we'd like to remind everyone that you can watch our games live streamed on Rev Sports 1, the YouTube channel, as well as replays on TV on Rev Channel 4. Thanks for watching tonight, and a reminder to join us tomorrow at 12:45 as these two teams will meet again in Game 2 of this best-of-3 quarterfinal series. For Mike Moeller, I'm Jeff Porsche. See you tomorrow afternoon. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.